It took that lady 3 years to make foundation that I could use as eyeliner. And thought that we couldn't look up the freaking ingredients list. You just use black pigment? Are you making foundation for him? They made a foundation for you, buddy. Like, what are you doing? Whatever happened to learning about undertones? Cool and warm. The Fenty Beauty Foundation Guidebook is on Sephora's website if you need help finding shades for everyone. You said I have no budget. Make me the best foundation on the market. And you have 3 Gregorian calendar years. And you gave them liquid eyeliner in a bottle. You should be in jail.
What's good, people, and welcome on today's episode. And if you are here for the very first time, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please make sure to subscribe and as well click on the like button. This beauty company is under fire for their new release foundation. They literally released a foundation in a black shade as the same as a black paint. Beauty influencers have been reviewing this foundation and it seems not to match anyone's skin tone. When they made their last release, beauty influencers with darker shade tone actually reviewed talking about how they want to be included, and this is what they did to include these people. They released a foundation as the same color of a black paint, and this was even demonstrated by one of a popular beauty influencer on TikTok. This lady put this foundation on her face and as well a black paint on her face, and you can't even tell the difference because it is that bad. It was almost like they said, oh, we want to be included, you guys should include darker shade tone in your foundation, and they say, yeah, you can have it, this is what we have for you. People dig down into this ingredient and it was made with a black pigment. There was even somebody saying they should be in jail, literally putting eyeliner in a jar and calling it foundation for darker skin tone. This has sparked a lot of conversation, a whole lot of conversation, because is this what inclusivity means in 2024 to this beauty brand? Let's go right into it and let's hear what people are saying about this foundation from Youthforia.
Which side of my face is the black face paint or the Youthforia foundation? You can't tell. You know why? Tar in a bottle. This is jet black face paint, and this is the darkest shade of the Youthforia Date Night foundation. This is black face paint. This is the darkest shade of the Youthforia foundation. A few months ago, I tried the darkest shade of the Youthforia foundation. This is what it looked like on me. I'm gonna apply some of the foundation on this side of my face so you guys can see. Let's just go ahead and try to blend this out, you guys. Enough. Who is that color? I'm gonna wipe this off. Let me put the paint all over my face. I'm literally just going in with the face paint. We're gonna do some painting, and let me just go ahead and blend it out with the brush. This is the darkest shade of the Youthforia foundation. This is black face paint. Sometimes it's okay to say, hey, maybe my brand is not made for complexion. I'm gonna squeeze a pump of this on my forehead just right out the bottle so you guys can see that I'm literally not joking. We're gonna do a big blend of this, you guys. When we say that we want you guys to make shades for us, we don't mean to go to the lab and ask for minstrel show black. What we mean is to take the browns that you have made, create undertones, and do what you need to do in the lab so it's a darker shade of brown. This is the darkest shade, shade 600, and as you guys can see in the bottle, literally jet black. The shade right next to it, shade 590. This is what it looks like in the bottle. Here is shade 600. You guys, there could be like 10 more shades in between these two shades. In addition to that, when we go to the actual website and we look at the swatch, not only is the swatch online literally jet black, there's literally only 4 or 5 shades for people that actually have dark complexions. Not really for black people, for being honest. Not only in 2024 is this so disgusting and disrespectful, but this needs to be pulled off the
I'm just now realizing that some people think dark-skinned people, like the really deep dark-skinned people, are black. Like they think their skin is black. Baby, their skin is dark brown with the cooler undertone, with a blue undertone. Like their skin is not black, sweetie. Like, oh my God, I seen someone say, oh, this Senegalese woman, she would definitely fit this Youthforia shade. They're talking about Kudi. I don't know how to say her name, but yeah, they're talking about her. Whole time, she already tried the shade and said it was too dark. And the whole time again, she's brown. And then again, she has black face paint in this picture on her chin. So now do you see that her skin is brown and not black? Like, you guys, I fear people don't know what contrast is. They just have this sort of color blindness when it comes to color dark brown and black. Like, my hair is dark brown. Some people just can't see it. And it's like, what are you talking about? Someone say, oh, I'm South Sudanese, my dad, he's black, they're jet black. I'm South Sudanese too, sweetie. My family's deep dark skin, majority. They're South Sudanese people, the dark people that you see in these pictures, they're not black, they're dark brown. But you guys can't see that because your eyes are just like, I don't know, a little fucked. Like, my eyes are fucked, like, vision-wise, but you guys are fucked color-wise. Like, you guys can't differentiate these colors, and you're thinking that a dark-skinned person is going to fit black face paint. It's going to be a shade match. No! That's why the brand could not find a shade match in real life. They could not find a person who matched a shade. Like, you could literally see it's not his shade. So it's like, you guys need to stop pretending that it's someone's shade when it's literally not. It's just the color black. It's just black face paint. And I think you guys, like, have a hard time, like understanding it until you see someone who has deep dark skin put black against their skin. You're like, oh, you're actually not black. Dark brown is not black.
This should be a crime. This is what we get when we ask to be included in the beauty industry, because there's no way in 2024 we are getting this. They just slap it in our face saying, if you want a darkest shade, there you go. Here's the black paint for your face. This is truly a crime. We as South Sudanese, we are one of the darkest people on this planet. And if you cannot find anyone among us to match this shade, just know this is not a foundation, neither a skin tint. And this is just a big shame. I am so glad that I declined 4 months ago when they reached out to me asking if I can collaborate with them. This, it's one thing to make a mistake once, but once you make it twice, it's just a slap in the face. Have we not learned anything?
Okay. You know, this brand has had a lot of issues with the foundation that they are launching and whatnot. And it hasn't gone well in any way, shape, or form for them. And this makes it 10 times worse. As a black makeup girly, you know, someone that just likes makeup, into makeup, does makeup, this is ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. And before anyone starts saying anything, the main dye in this foundation it's a black pigment. Black, like my shirt, this type of black. You know, that's unacceptable. I personally have that makeup brand follow me on Instagram and Twitter. They don't follow me on here, but if you guys do see this video, I need y'all to get it together, because that is literally tar in a bottle. And if that's what you're promoting to your black audience, that's not the right move you guys need to be doing. So hopefully y'all figure it out. I don't know if you ever will, but you know, we'll see.
I don't know about you, but I will not be entertaining any discourse about that brand that put blackface in a bottle from anybody who can pass a paper bag test. Catch it. Like I said in plenty of comment sections, they basically said, here, damn. Like, you're always crying. That's what I got from that. And if you didn't, maybe it's time to unpack why. Because the response is not, well, aren't there any other shades from that brand that you can try? No. Because this is one of the most egregious examples of malicious compliance I've ever seen. Because what do you mean you give us minstrelsy in a bottle? If we're going to be anything, let's be fucking serious. In 2024, we should not have to beg, hunt, or settle for a shade that's not ours when everyone else is catered to. We've already been excluded. The least you can do is save the gaslighting.
Okay, y'all, but have y'all seen the video about this Tar Baby Black foundation by Youthforia? So this beautiful brown baddie and beauty influencer Gloria posted this and showed the comparison between black paint on the left side of her face and the Youthforia's darkest supposed foundation. And this is one of the reasons why I said yesterday, I don't veer off the beaten path when it comes to my makeup and my beauty brand. I support beauty brands that allow me to play on my face, not play in my face. Because you know who wouldn't do that? The Lip Bar, which is Black women owned and operated, sold in Target, Walmart, and CVS's. And literally, when you go to their website, they give a realistic depiction of shade. From the deepest brown to the not so melanated Melindas. After this whole Ebon Beauty thing, and even before then, we recognized that people tried to take this Rihanna ball with Fenty Beauty and run with it. And instead of scoring the touchdown, they are fumbling the ball and the bag. And I don't follow Youthforia, and I've told y'all that I stay down with the brands that stay down for me. So because of Gloria's video, I decided, you know what? Let me just go on over there and see who exactly they were making this Tar Baby Black foundation for. And of course, since they probably have no black people at the company, decided to just run down any old darkest black person that they found in a mall. So then I came across Javon Ford's video, who's a cosmetic chemist, and he pretty much broke down how it is necessary to have multiple pigments, but that this Tar Baby Black is only using one, black. And multiple are needed because melanin has yellow and red undertones.
Oh, wow. This is not only what happens when diversity and representation are limited, if not completely lacking at the table, but when you as a leader are not intent on creating true inclusion in your organization. And it comes through in the product and in the branding. Youthforia has been here before. This is not the first time they have been on the receiving end of backlash for the same exact thing, just of a different shade, if you will. Remember a few years ago when they dropped their first launch and people immediately picked up on the fact that the foundation shades were not inclusive? And when the owner was called out, she said something to the effect of she wanted to start with limited shades, and then for the second drop, she would do a wider range of shades. And Jackie Ina made a very good point that I liked. If you were not able to do it right the first time, if you were not able to make it as inclusive as possible the first time, then you shouldn't have done it at all. Now for this drop, she's come out with the darkest range, which is Tar Black. This is not anybody's skin tone. The ask has been, the feedback has been, the critique has been to make deeper shades of brown that are inclusive of different undertones. This is not bad. And honestly, this is giving contempt. It's giving here damn. It's giving y'all stop complaining. You got what you wanted. There was no intention or thought or consideration of deep dark skin that went into creating this shade. There are dozens of brands out there who manage to get deep dark skin correct. So it's not a matter of inability to do it. It's a matter of unwillingness. And I think with Youthforia at this point, just like we see with Tarte, it is an unwillingness to get it correct. It is an unwillingness to get this correct because diversity and representation and impactful inclusion is not a foundation. It is not a pillar of their brand. It is not something that is important to them.
Some people are actually defending Youthforia's shade 600 being black. Their reasoning being, okay, what if the brand was trying to put a black color out there? REM's done that with their concealer, so let's talk about it. Not only did REM Beauty launch a full-on black shade, they also had a white shade, and they literally said that this is for mixing, and they said it's white. This is Youthforia's lightest shade, Fair Neutral. Once again, REM Beauty said this is a blue black for mixing and contouring. They say it's a deep neutral. They don't say it's black. And if that is what they were doing, why didn't they also have a white shade as an option to go lighter? And I'm sure at this point the brand is gonna try to save themselves, either by taking the shade off and making an apology video and then a few months later coming up with a lot of new shades, or by doing just that, by renaming it and maybe just adding another like white shade and saying that's what they were trying to do all along. The question is, this is not their first mistake when it comes to shade range. So do we forgive? Would we redeem them if they took these two actions? Or is it time we understand the intentions of this brand and boycott them?
What do you guys think about this being the darkest shade of their foundation? The very first lady who did the comparison between black paint and as well their foundation made a video the last time they had a release saying they want to be included. Like, is this supposed to be the last or darkest shade that you guys have? I saw a lot of people talking about it's almost like they came back 3 years after they say, okay, you want a dark face, here you have it, you can have it. It was giving just black paint on the face. This person said Euphoria made it clear when they launched they did not care about black people. So I'm not surprised they showed their racism. Another person said, go check out their page. They were making jokes about their darker shades a few days ago. What they need to do is go away. Another person say, I always say that complexion is complex. Totally agree with you. Looks like product development process was not honored here, and it is so sad to see. Another person said, I can understand if you can't drop 40 shades for the first launch. Fine. But if you have 14 shades total, what are only 2 deep? Like, what are only 2 deep doing in your collection if you have 14 shades in total? Another person said, babe, Euphoria exclude black clients and says indirectly to lighter skin tones people that we are for you. That is their meeting agenda. Another one said, in the video that the Euphoria founder had made, she was struggling to find model for the shade. And when she did, she used the lightest amount and claims it was a perfect match. What do you guys think about this? Because it was not given. That lady said they deserve to be in jail for literally putting eyeliner in a bottle for people and say, take it. This is a foundation you can start painting your face. Even the darker skin tone can barely get away with using this foundation as a contour. Like, it is that bad. It's literally a paint. There are so many pictures of people who have tried it. Like, darker skin people who have tried it on their skin, and it's just like they are painting their skin jet black. It's literally a paint. There are some people as well saying it is a jab, and there are other people saying people should not even pay them attention. They should focus on black people who are literally producing products for black people and just stop buying from these people. Let me hear what you guys think about all of this. Let me hear what you guys think about them saying that is the darkest shade they can go, and literally forgetting that these people have undertones as well. Let's continue this conversation in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next one.